we're gonna go from one annoying fan base to the other. The Philadelphia Phillies having a great season this year. Finished 95-67, won their division. Bryce Harper, another great year for them, man. They're gonna be playing the Mets, who had a great late inning win off of Pete Alonso, ninth inning home run. They're going to be throwing Zach Wheeler out there. Zach should have been a White Sox Wheeler for game one for the Phillies. And the Mets going to be throwing Kadai Singer. That's how you pronounce his name. He's only thrown 5 1/3 major league innings all year. Surprise game one starter for the Mets. I think this is going to be a very entertaining series. I think because the Mets are kind of like the Tigers a little bit, where they had a late season surge. I do think the Phillies will win this series, but I got Phillies in 5. I think Mets are going to give them a run for their money. Courtney, how you got this one playing out?
You said Dante or me?
I said Courtney, you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, like I said earlier, my worst nightmare happened last night, and that's that Pete Alonso is so back. This is actually going to be a really interesting series, and kind of like, I know we're going to get to it in a second, but it's really it's a coin flip for me. I think the Mets, and I know Kodai Senga pitching game one. I was kind of wondering who was going to pitch game one for them because, the Mets bullpen is put together with like chewing gum and
right with paper mache.
Yeah, for sure. But they have a lot of arms. I thought it was going to be the dude that started game one for them, Miguel. I thought he was going to start. Nope. So I mean, if it doesn't go well, then you pull him, right? The experiment failed, but fuck it, give me the Mets.
Okay.
Give me the Mets. Give me the Mets in 5.
Here's a question.
I have yet to see if Philly has the clutch gene.
Here's a question.
There is 2 postseasons in a row.
Here's a question. How many Philadelphia-related shirts will Philadelphia Panderer Bryce Harper? How many Allen Iverson or Jason Kelsey shirts are we gonna see in this series from Bryce Harper?
Yeah, I feel like we only hate on him for that because he was supposed to be wearing Chicago Bulls like Derrick Rose.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
It's just they fucked it up. It's cool though. He embraced the city, bro. I respect it, and
I'm just trying to find a way to still hate on Bryce Harper because I can't deny his talent anymore.
You can't. Best phenom since Braun, but no, I think the Phillies are gonna win this. I think, not trying to be funny, but like 3 people just died, so Nick Castellanos is definitely gonna have an amazing series. But you got the playoff experience.
Jimmy Carter, we're looking at you.
That's crazy.
We got
a guy, Bryce. I think, we talk about legacy a lot, but I think, if he can take this team, win a World Series, that does a lot for his legacy, which is already amazing. He's already a Hall of Famer. We already know that. But everything that was expected of him, if he can, get over that hurdle, and, that would be something dope. And we've talked about that several times. But I think in this series, the Phillies are just going to be too much, bro. Like, the Mets are hot, and I always, with the NL East, shit gets crazy. We know that with this division and these teams that have played each other a dozen fucking times this season. But I think at the end of the day, the Phillies, they've been on a mission, and they're kind of like quietly, they can, start to put on a run like the Astros did in the American League, where you're going to the NLCS, you're going to the World Series. Eventually you got to get over that hurdle. But I think this is a team that they're going.
What have the 49ers been doing the past few years?
I mean, I feel you, but at the same time, this is one of those franchises that baseball's better when Phillies winning. So I think I got the Phillies in this series. I'll say Phillies in 4. No. Because it's the NL East, I'll say Phillies in 5.
Yeah.
There's just a couple things. I know we got to move on real quick. There's just a couple things that I'm concerned about, and that's Aaron Nola and which Aaron Nola we're going to get. And Zach Wheeler has Pete Alonso has Zach Wheeler's number. So I'm just curious to see what those matchups are going to look like. That's all. Just something to note for the casual viewers at home.
Final series nightcap of the week. Well, not week, of Saturday. We've got my Dodgers gonna be live. Chavez Ravine gonna be a lot of niggas out there drinking Modelo's from 3 p.m. A lot of niggas gonna be ready to fight. When there's Padres in town, there's always fights. I want to pick the Dodgers. I really, really want to. But I got to see it every year. They're very top heavy team. The pitching, half the pitching staff died, and I felt a lot more confident about the Padres 2 hours ago before I found out Joe Musgrove needed Tommy John.
That's tragic.
That brought me down a little bit on my enthusiasm for the Padres, but I think the Padres
get so many weapons.
Yeah.
So many dudes in that bullpen, man.
Yeah, exactly. I think that they beat them before. They beat them a couple years ago. I think the Dodgers are gonna put up a better fight this year. But I do think that the Padres are gonna win. The game 1 matchup is Dylan Cease. I don't want to pronounce my man's name right. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. That's how you pronounce his first name?
Yoshinobu
Yamamoto.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yeah, he was originally going to start game 2. He was originally going to start game 2, but they moved him up to game 1. I think the Padres win this one in 5. I'm going to go to Dante first. I know, Dante, you got to leave in a minute, but how you got the series going?
I got Dodgers, bro. I got Dodgers. I'm sorry. I know everybody don't like. We talk about buying championships.
I want you to be right.
We grew up on people buying championships. Cut the bullshit. So I'm definitely down with the Dodgers. I got Dodgers in 5. I think it's going to be an extremely entertaining series. Obviously, the Dodgers rotation terrifies me, but I think they've been able to piece it together. And unless the Padres are just that team of destiny that we talk about sometimes, but no, I think the Dodgers are going to get it done. I think Shohei finally on the biggest stage. I think he's going to definitely take it to the next level. So for me, I'm going to go with Dodgers in 5.
Yeah, Dodgers in 5. Courtney, go ahead.
Yeah. I want to say that is Freddie Freeman okay? How is he doing?
They said he should start. They said he was going to be all right.
Give me the Dodgers in 5.
No!
Give me the Dodgers in 5. Listen, I think in my opinion, whoever wins that series, I think is winning the World Series.
So cool. Triple double hat trick, I know the code too. Ice trade, go for trade, yeah we cold too. Getting paper on these player haters, old news. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not